Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I've done some more missions. I've been leveling people up. You can see we have very few really low levels anymore. Yeah, and I've done a couple of short reds as well, because I didn't think that those really needed to be recorded. We got people up to level 6. We spent a lot of money upgrading people. Most of our team is at max weapons and armor and skills. And I think it's time we kill a boss. I'm not... Hey, I hear what you're saying. Hey, SB, why aren't you doing the Darkest Dungeon? What, are you scared? And, no, that's not it. But, scorpions, man. Did you guys see the big scorpion thing? It's not fear. It's reasonableness. I don't want. Listen, we'll go back. We will. I swear. I just want to do something else for a little while. So we're gonna bring some stuff. We get lucky. Maybe we could get a. This is too many anti-venoms. Whatever. If we get lucky, maybe we'll get a secret room. This is enough stuff. Everybody's outfitted. We are going to fight the hag. So I was a little bit careful about the types of people that I brought, but I think this should be a good mix. Incision works from up near the front of the party. So if the hag steals somebody who's in the front positions, we'll have access to that. Blackjack can hit the hag if he gets moved to the front. Should I unlock Hound's Harry? No, that can't be right. Yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine.
As time wore on, her wild policy of self-experimentation grew intolerable. She quaffed all manner of strange fungi, herbs, and concoctions, intent on gaining some insight into the horror we both knew to be growing beneath us. The change in her was appalling, and no longer able to stomach it, I sent her to live in the Weald, where her wildness would be welcomed.
Did our ancestor seriously enact a no fat chicks policy in the manor? Is that what he just said?
There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
Also, did you guys hear him say fungi? Have I been mispronouncing that word my entire life? I always say fungi. Who wants to disarm the thingy? I want a pretty standard trinket loadout. Damage trinkets, stun trinkets. The Hellions got Brawler's Gloves, Sun Ring. No. Bad.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright. I don't know if the mark status actually matters against the fungal giant. Honestly, it might. I don't think he has an attack that explicitly calls out the mark state the way the fungus shamblers have that rend the marked ability. But it's possible that his hit you with a tree attack does in fact do more damage to marked people. So the question is, do I try to stun? What's my stun chance? 139 plus 40? Yeah, we'll go for the stun on damn it. I hate these things.
Slowly, gently.
It does seem like on this difficulty in the red missions, I've seen them do a lot more marking people than blighting people, which is nice. This is really crappy. Those were some confusion spores. Ugh, you can't even move back 2. Damn it. We're just gonna have the Hellion move up again. There you go. So that is lethal, but it would it'd take a little bit longer than I would hope. Oh, she can actually fight from back here. Well, never mind. Then she'll just fight from back here. I thought about bringing a damage trinket for the Vestal. Putting a sun ring on her, maybe. And I actually, it was the last thing I did before I started recording was take the sun ring off and put the anti-stress book back on. I don't know. I don't want to do something silly. Just be like, hey, more judgment damage. That sounds good. And then have her freak out due to stress and lose people. When everybody's, you know, level 6 and has 50,000 gold invested in them. Well, this has gone pretty well. So this guy has another 10 damage on him coming. 14. We don't have to hit him very hard. That is totally sufficient. Heals. Can he? Yeah, he can lick wounds. Okay. Easy enough.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I really do like fighting the big enemies. They used to kind of scare me, but then I realized that you very rarely suffer a death against them. I should really rearrange my party. You very rarely suffer a death against them if you just kill their accompaniment. But most of them are not capable of actually dealing a killing blow. Because they do one attack. I mean, that's not true. It's not that they're not capable. You can get a speed thing where they go last on one turn and then go first on the next turn. But it's not terribly likely. My point is that even though they do a lot of hit point damage, they're not actually very dangerous because we kind of don't... Hit point damage is not a long-term danger to us. Could kill, but probably won't. Versus could stun, but probably won't. Her stun had like a 45% chance, something. I just glanced at the numbers. Ah, the stun did land. There's so many things that happen in the sequence of that attack. It takes a really long time to find out whether you got stunned or not. I do hate these things. No, let's...
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We don't need that thing stunning someone every turn. That would be really annoying. 4 damage, yeah.
Precision and power.
Okay, that was pretty great. Even though we don't have a lot of people to benefit from the mark, the fact that it brings his prot down by 30% makes it totally worth it. Oh, the howl hits everybody. Nobody get the worries. We could have yopped there, maybe should have yopped there. But we're committed. Alright.
Their cursed champion falls.
We do not need portraits. We do still need busts and actually crests as well. We have 1 upgrade remaining on the sanitarium and 1 remaining on the survivalist. Awesome. And let's just make sure you don't do anything.
Continue the onslaught.
It's good to have a little speed.
Them.
These things only have 3. Wow, not even any loot.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I didn't talk about it, but we know that the boss is in this room because the boss is always the furthest from your starting position that it is possible to be. What's getting discarded? We don't really need the third upgrade to the sanitarium, probably. Alright, you get to do it. How many shovels? Yeah, we brought 3. We still have 3. I probably didn't need to bring as many antivenoms as I did, considering that we have a plague doctor with battlefield medicine.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
So I'd like to save my camp until the end. Oh, you know what I didn't do is check if these guys all have 4 camp skills. Anyway, I'd like to save my camp toward the end. Oops, I forgot to turn on the lights. That was not good. Now the monsters are going to be more accurate and more damaging until one of my characters gets a turn and can use the torches. Apparently none of us are gonna... Alright. That was a good resist.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Well, that didn't help. My plan here is to yawp to stun these front 2, which is pretty likely to work. Actually, you know what? I will not bother if this works. Okay. The thing about the yawp is that the debuff it leaves on her is really frustrating. Speed 10, speed 7.
Their formation is broken.
Okay.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright, just you and me, Big Ugly. He's not in imminent danger, so I think we want to stay on the offensive. Get ahead, stay ahead. Actually, this stun is pretty likely to hit. Alright.
A singular strike.
Excellent. We can probably have our Houndmaster take care of his own health. This is... yeah, that's going to be a kill.
The greater the glory.
Okay, well, rubies. I don't want to toss food. I would actually like to keep my dog treats. I'm willing to discard this for emeralds, and then this other stuff can just wait. We don't need the heirlooms that badly. It's gearing up to be pretty decent loot. So how many rooms do we have left? Alright. 5 more rooms, then we camp, and then we fight the boss. Okay, a pretty gentle one. This will be a good time for recovering some health. We had to make sure the ectoplasm goes down pretty quickly, but then we can spend a little time healing. Yeah, totally worth it. Even though he really does want to heal. You poor, terrible, terrible skeletons. We have very little in the way of AoE here. Okay, well I wasn't expecting the outright kill.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright, let's push on. Sorry if my commentary is a little bit lax. There's really nothing happening here so far. We do want to patch up our dog man. Is this Malvalet? Yeah. Ooh, we didn't get the scout. Let's go ahead and torch. I want to keep one torch for post campfire. Ah, the failed scout.
The trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Yeah, that's fine. Double rubies, pretty nice. Ooh. Yeah, see, part of the value of scouting is that you can't get surprised by a battle that you scouted. So it's a real bummer when something like this happens. Please let that push work. Alright. Thank you. Alright, so 6 plus 3. She's still alive. How frustrating. But only just. I do sort of wish that I had brought the dog's AoE skill. Oh, why did I do that? That was supposed to be judgment. Well, it's killed her in any case. We'll stun this back one and let her enjoy the flight for a moment. I think we should be able to kill her before our next action. Even without the Houndmaster's intercession. That's annoying. She still needs a little bit. Well, let's make sure she gets it. Alright, and we'll bring these guys down pretty trivially. At this point, I think we can afford to throw some heals. I don't think it's going to change our clock too much. Well, that's annoying. A little preemptive healing. Damn it. Maybe that wasn't worth doing. I'm just trying to see if we can milk a little bit of healing out here. Nope. In fact, we got ourselves hit for 8, which is more than our heal is likely to actually hit for. Okay, that was reasonable ordering. Man, why weren't you doing that during the actual fighting? Wow. Random Martyr Seal. Okay, obviously we're making room for Random Martyr Seal. Huh. I want to have the torch for post-campfire, because we can't walk into the Hag's room with more than 75 light for the Sun Ring, unless we save a torch. The Martyr Seal is not good, but I was excited because it's quite a lot of gold. That's 3,750 gold in that slot. Yeah, we're definitely in for a bit of a rough one here. Okay, this could be a lot worse. Although if all the enemy stress casters get to go before us, it may get a lot worse. Also, that attack does reduce your torchlight by quite a bit, this stressful incantation. Minimum damage. How unfortunate. That's going to slightly affect our getting there. Throw a stun on her. Yeah, I went for the stun there because, like, a tree branch smash is going to probably death's door whoever it hits no matter what. And I'm not concerned. We have enough health that I'm not concerned about the other things he can do. Alright, good work. Maybe you should move forward, actually. Now, we'll have the Plague Doctor move backward. Or the Plague Doctor will get moved backward? No, she, so he only has speed 2. We're very likely to be able to get some heals off here. That's annoying. Our teammates are not going in the proper order. Dodge. Yeah. Houndmasters just naturally have good dodge. It's nice to see a guy getting to do what he's good at. You know, when that thing is not completely and utterly useless to us. Now, you do have to take on a slightly different tack when you are fighting one of these huge dudes. Our Plague Doctor is kind of low on health. But I just don't think it's worth healing her, because if she gets hit, it's going to be a hit that sends her to death's door, probably no matter what. Ooh, this is interesting now. Now that he is apparently going to survive... Okay. Yeah, I think it was more important to make sure that the dude didn't get another turn.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Alright. The tent can give a negative result that stresses out the person who looks at it. So I did it with my Vestal because she has 0 stress and is in possession of a stress reduction trinket. Ooh. Aw. Well, it's getting less and less likely that we're going to make any use of those medicinal herbs. That was a weird thing that the map just did. Alright, so we are going to have one fight pretty much in the dark. In a state of, you know, fairly severe decrepitude. You can get that stun. It does feel kind of bad to be so concerned about killing these guys. Wow, just a straight miss. I cannot remember the last time I saw that. Well, no. I think we try to just keep the giant stunned for the moment. We're going to be able to kill this guy so trivially. I'm going to leave it to the Plague Doctor and the Vestal.
Impressive.
Yeah. Look how they wither and die. Everybody, were you looking? Did you see? Were you looking? Yeah, it's too early in the fight for us to be worrying about healing, especially given all the fact that all the things I said earlier about these guys are still true. If they hit one of the squishies, that person is just going to be on death's door, so it's not really worth healing them up here. Ugh, that was unfortunate. Resist. Oh, Please don't be terrible.
Unbalanced.
Okay. Not terrible. Malvolent will move backwards for his turn, and all will be right with the world. Alright, I don't think that the vessel's attack would change the number of turns the enemy's going to get here. She doesn't have her brawler's gloves up, but I figured that this would be a better play than moving. And I think I was pretty incontrovertibly right. Okay. Yeah, he's dead anyway. You may as well get the killing blow, take a little bit of stress relief.
Perhaps the turning point.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of gold. We're really getting a lot of payout here. Oh, I wish I knew for sure whether that hallway had a key or not. Well, it can't be the dog treats. We'll drop the jade. My primary concern is, you know, still fighting and defeating bosses here. Everybody living.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Yeah, so I did not, in fact, fix their camp skills, it looks like. We'll do this because it will take care of our Plague Doctor entirely. Sanctuary is incredibly good. Just nuts. Alright. She should always be in position 1 if she's in position to fight. So I'm going to do this. And that leaves us with 5 time units. Who's got a meaningful buff? Not really anybody. 10 accuracy, 10 dodge versus 8% crit. We'll take that. Let's have you go out there in the best shape we can manage.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Come on, secret room. Nope, no such luck. But lucky us, we do get to fight right before the boss. These guys are annoying. Is it 3 for 3? Yeah. Oh, resist it. Yes.
Grievous injury.
Oh, you're a jerk.
Palpable
Well,
fear.
I know what our Plague Doctor's first turn is going to be. Damn it. That took more attacks than I wanted it to. I think the game gave me that turn so late because I was hoping I would forget. How much speed do these guys have? 10? We have a 9 and an 8 in the party. We should go before them some of the time. That's not exactly the huge crit I was hoping for, but it is totally lethal, so I guess it can't be that many. Okay. Alright, a little bit of stress relief for me there.
The slow death.
And now it is time.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Okay, here we go. Remember to use dog treats, SB. Remember.
Twisted and maniacal.
Alright, so she has a lot more health.
Slathering
Wow.
testament to the
First
power of
action.
corruption.
Nobody wants you to be eaten, you know? Oh, wait, it was already on the right thing. Delicious murder! 13. I cannot believe that that was still in his damage range. Yeah, we'll get to the pot, man. We'll get there. That's a good start. I know what you're doing. Oh no, she's gonna taste the stew at me. So she like hits you with the back end of the spoon while she's eating? Is that the... Seems a little silly. Alright, you with your multiple consecutive actions. Stun chance is actually quite good. Yeah, let's get her. So steal one action from her. I know. Alright, that's the kind of value I was looking for. So I think it dumps, yeah, it dumps him when that happens. And then we can immediately throw out the heal. Unfortunately, from the front row, not a lot of options this one. She can stab the pot. Alright. Ah. I just said in my head, okay, as long as it's not the Hellion, it doesn't really matter. But with the Hellion being in the pot, I think we actually are going to dump it out if we can. Oh, she's at 40. Maybe I should have just gone hard on that. I will strike the pot. Just hold on. Why? Why are you so filled with hate? Yeah. Okay, seasoned to perfection is annoying. He resisted the debuff. It significantly reduces your damage output. Very frustrating attack. Alright. Got her back. Sadly, she did not come out with a lot of health, and she came out with quite a bit of stress. Yep.
Hold fast or expire.
Yep. Alright. Alright, we need one of those Iron Swan crits here. That's enough out of you. Big Iron Swan crit. Okay. 30's okay. 30's like okay damage. Well, start knocking on the pot with Huzei, who has no other options. Yes.
Executed.
Alright. Honestly, yeah, just go for it.
Consumed by the spores she spawned.
Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Yep, not missing anything. Bad luck. No secret room. And we will have to do a little bit of de-stressing here. I think the Hellion's definitely going to warrant it. And I'll probably throw the Plague Doctor in as well. I don't know why it took me a moment to think of the phrase Plague Doctor. But, okay. Boss down. You get a trophy whenever you defeat a red level boss. This one is not very good. Some of them are okay. Most of them are not very good. Legendary Bracer, which is fine. Honestly, I think it pales in comparison to a Sun Ring most of the time. That is not, of course, to say that it cannot be used alongside a Sun Ring. Yeah, reasonable haul. Wow, everybody got a disease, and almost everybody got a negative trait. Oh, that sucks. -4 speed. That sucks so much, but I also want to get her de-stressed, and she's just going to be out of commission for a little while.
With the cost of this crusade, its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means.
I am going to go ahead and remove off guard. That one's very annoying. I suppose I don't have to do this. Huzei could probably just heal that disease off of herself at any camp, but just to be safe. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Come back next time when we, maybe actually go back. Or maybe just kill another boss. Who knows? We'll see how cowardly I'm feeling at the end. We'll see you then.